What's going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG video, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Alolan Ninetales-GX deck. Now, this is a very, very hyped up card from this set. At first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this card's overrated, but the more I've played around with it, the more I start to really like what this card can do. So we're going to take a look at the version of the deck I have been playing around with. I kind of like this version. Not sure if it's like the most polished, best version, but I like it a lot. It's fun to play. I definitely encourage you to check it out. So let's go ahead, without further ado, hop into it and take a look at Ninetales-GX. Alolan Ninetales-GX, I should say. 210 HP, water-type Pokemon that is a Stage 1 with 3 really, really solid attacks. I need to untag this for Wanted, I just noticed. Ice Blade here. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack is actually really, really solid, surprisingly. Being able to put 50 damage on a Pokemon to soften it up for a KO potentially later on in the game can be very, very huge. Also, just continuing to pressure these low HP Pokemon. You know, there are a lot of basic Pokemon that have, 40 to 50 HP, so you can take one-hit knockouts on those things, which can be very nice. We also have Blizzard's Edge here, the big hitting attack, 160 damage, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. It's a water colorless, kind of an awkward attack requirement, but we can just discard a double colorless. If we have 2 waters and a DCE, we just discard a double colorless. Next turn we can slap another one on, discard it once again, and be able to stream Blizzard's Edges. And we also have Aqua Patch in this deck, being able to reapply, reattach energies every single turn. And then the GX attack here, one of probably the most undervalued, underrated parts of this card, I think, Ice Path GX. Move all damage counters from this Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is a great way for us to heal Pokemon. It's not damage changed, as in we don't take the damage that's already on that Pokemon. So say we soften something up with an Ice Blade earlier on. If we have, 150, 160 damage on us, we Ice Path, and that adds up to the damage they already have on them, meaning we can hit that 200, 210 sweet spot number that is really important to hit right now. So yeah, I really, really like this card the more I've messed around with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the deck and the other things we are going to be working with. 4 copies of the Vulpix here. Now, Vulpix is actually really good if we're going second. Beacon is a super, super solid attack. If our opponent isn't able to end us, we get 2 Pokemon in our hand. We don't even have to have energy attached to this to use Beacon, so we can have energies on the bench and then Beacon for whatever cards we want to get things set up. We're also running a 2/2 Octillery. I really do like Octillery in this version. We're playing Dive Balls, we're playing Brooklet Hill, so getting out Octillery is very nice, and, Brooklet Hill can get us out Remoraid and stuff like that. So I really do like Octillery's Abyssal Hand, just having that continued draw throughout the game. We're also playing 2 copies of Tapu Lele-GX. This card is too good not to include. Wonder Tag. Search your deck for a supporter card whenever you put this Pokemon onto your bench, and then we get to use that supporter card as a supporter for the turn. Very solid. And then Energy Drive, 20 damage. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. I love this card just in decks in general for consistency, but also in decks that run double colorless energy. It's very easy for us to, over the course of 2 turns, attach 2 DCEs to Tapu Lele with a Choice Band, and then we can start taking knockouts on GXs with a card that's not even like our main attacker. So I really like Tapu Lele for that reason. And we're also playing 1 copy of the Giratina promo. This may seem like a very strange inclusion, but Greninja has been getting a lot of hype. I've played against it several times on the Versus ladder, and so Giratina can be very, very good for us in that specific matchup, getting rid of the Greninja Break's ability, making it so they cannot use Giant Water Shuriken. Because otherwise, I think that the Ninetales Greninja Break matchup is not the best. I think that they're 1-prize attackers. Blizzard Edge doesn't even hit for a 1-hit knockout on the Greninja Breaks, which is really, really frustrating, actually. So having Giratina to slow the game down is going to be very key in that specific matchup. Maybe we'll go against one today in the video. We'll have to see if it pays off. So let's go ahead and expand it here, take a look at the rest of what we have to work with. We are playing 4 copies of Aqua Patch, of course. Attach an energy, a water energy, from your discard pile to one of your benched water Pokemon, just giving us that energy acceleration, maybe after we've discarded energies with a Blizzard's Edge. 2 copies of Dive Ball. Love this card in this deck, being able to search out our Ninetales, getting out Vulpix early in the turn, early in the game, getting out Remoraid, getting out Octillery, like whatever we need, Dive Ball can find for us for the most part. 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher. It's good for both of the effects. I chose to use this over Super Rod because we have Aqua Patch to recycle energies, and sometimes putting a Pokemon directly from the discard into our hand can be very good if we have to Sycamore something away on the first turn that we might want to get back, potentially. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, letting us discard those water energies to reuse with Aqua Patch, letting us discard supporters in order to use with VS Seeker, and then finding us whatever Pokemon we want to get set up. 3 copies of VS Seeker. In most of my decks I've been building recently, I have cut down to 3 VS Seeker. I'm just needing to find space somewhere, and this just seems like a natural place to make a cut, so it feels weird to play 3 instead of 4, but I think that it is enough in this deck. We've got 2 copies of Brooklet Hill. Love this card in here. If we get it out early, we get to search out for our water Pokemon, put them directly onto our bench, so really good at getting our Vulpixes set up, really good at getting Remoraid set up. Brooklet Hill is very solid. 2 copies of Rough Seas as well, being able to get a little bit of healing. We are a 210 HP Pokemon, so not a lot is going to be taking one-hit knockouts on us, and if they're not taking one-hit knockouts, Rough Seas will be able to heal off some damage for us. 2 copies of Lysandre, bringing up whatever our opponent has on the bench and taking a knockout on it. We're also playing 1 copy of Mallow. I'm just testing this out right now. I do kind of like this card, though, in combination with Octillery. If we have a low hand size, we can use Mallow to search out something like a DCE plus a Aqua Patch, or we can maybe use Mallow to search out a Ninetales. We can use Mallow to search out the Rescue Stretcher. We can use Mallow to search out energies for the turn, whatever we need. If we have a low enough hand size, Octillery plus Mallow is a really solid combination. So that's why I'm testing it out right now. We've also got 2 copies of In here. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards, and is a very, very good draw supporter as well as disruption card. 1 copy of Professor Kukui to let us draw 2 cards and do 20 extra damage. So I really like this card because Blizzard Edge 160 plus 30 more for Choice Band is 190, plus 1 Professor Kukui lets us hit 210, which is that magic number to one-hit KO things like Lurantis, all the evolutions. I like Professor Kukui in this deck. 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Got both the professors in here. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Just the best to draw supporter we have. 4 copies of Choice Band. This card is too good not to include. With Field Blower running around, we are definitely playing 4 copies of it. This is really important in this deck, letting us hit for above that 160 mark. So that's why we're upped it to 4 copies of that card. 2 copies of Float Stone. This is going to be really important on our Octillery. It's going to be important on our Giratinas. Luckily, these guys both do retreat for a double Colorless, which we are playing 4 of in the deck, so if that comes to that, we can retreat them with the DCE, but we of course would rather have a Float Stone on those guys if we can get it out. And then 8 Water Energies to round it out, finishing it off, just powering up our Ninetales. We can also power it up Energy Drive. We could even power up a potential Hug to stall something out later on in the game. Probably not going to do that, but we definitely could. But there is the deck, guys. Let me know what you think down below. We're going to hop in to the Versus ladder and see if we can get a game, see if we can snag a couple wins in today's video. As always, guys, if you enjoy these Pokemon TCG live videos, please leave a like down below. Lets me know you enjoy seeing what I'm doing, and it gives me the drive to go make more of them. So we're going up against Igor V here, playing a very colorless deck, which will almost certainly be Quad Sylveon. So I actually haven't played this matchup yet, so we're going to learn this one together. It seems like it probably is not the best for us. We do have to have 3 energies attached in order to get our big attack off with Ninetales. And we're not playing Hex Maniac. If we were playing Hex Maniac, it would actually be pretty solid here. But yep, sure enough, looks like we do see Quad Sylveon. So the use of our Aqua Patches will be very important. I kind of don't want to bench anything except for Ninetales in this game. We also want to be careful about his use of sorry, I just kind of like totally blanked out. His use of like Field Blower, so that's why I'm kind of like not wanting to bench things like Octillery and Tapu Lele, because if he does get out a big Field Blower and the Lysandre, we could potentially be in big trouble. So we'll go ahead and just use Brooklet Hill, get another Vulpix out. I think we will Dive Ball, get another Vulpix out. We're just getting all the Vulpix out. Should we have more than 2 in play? I think so. I think this is fine. And I kind of just want to end here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll play in. This will give us less cards, that's fine. But I do want to get an energy attachment this turn. Force him to play like a Crushing Hammer or Team Flare Grunt, something along those lines. Now, I don't think I mind attaching this to the active since if he does Team Flare Grunted away, we have an Aqua Patch in our hand. We obviously can't use Beacon on our first turn. It would be really nice if we could, but we're just going to click Done and see what my opponent does on to their turn. Did it freeze? Did it end? I clicked End. Why is the timer still counting down? I clicked Done. Okay, there we go. That was very strange, but got it figured out. So on to my opponent's turn. There comes a Crushing Hammer. They do flip tails, thankfully. Crushing Hammer again. Ooh, so we're getting a little lucky here. Him flipping double tails on Crushing Hammer is a little unfortunate, but he is going to get that energy evolution off, and let's see what this will find him. A Sylveon. So we do have an in our hand, which is good. And he's actually going to in us, which I'm okay with. Now, there's really no way that we take out the Sylveon this turn. We could have attached the Choice Band, but we drew back into one, so it's okay. It does get out of Silent Lab, and Magical Ribbon will find him 3 cards. And I imagine we will probably just go for an Ice Blade here. Just get some damage on this thing. We can get 80 damage on it. But then, of course, he does just, in turn, get, like, Team Flare Grunt plus, you know, all kinds of other stuff going. So if we could top deck an in here, that would probably be our best top deck. We get a Lysandre, which does no good. So should we... We could Float Stone and then go in and Beacon and just set up more Pokemon. We could start attacking with Ice Blade. We could get down Remoraid and try to set up an Octillery to draw more cards, but I'm really wary of doing that because he could eventually stall us out with a play like that, with Lysandre plus Field Blower. So I don't think I really want to do that, plus if he's playing the Aqua-Base version. I don't even know what we would Beacon for, just getting more Ninetales out? That doesn't really do much for us. I'm kind of thinking we might actually have to put down Remoraid, sadly. Which I don't want to do. We could Float Stone attach Beacon. We could retreat Beacon, and then attach again. Just getting more Pokemon out. I don't want to put this Float Stone on here and then have Remoraid or / Octillery just get Lysandre. Ugh, I don't even know if I should have put the Remoraid down, but we need to draw cards. We're gonna go for this. He can't Flare Grunt these. He's already down 2 Crushing Hammers. By putting the Float Stone on, though, we unfortunately can't attach a Choice Band. We're just gonna get 2 Ninetales. Okay, on to my opponent's turn. Maybe we should have just retreated off and held the Float Stone. I really don't know, guys. This just seems like not a great matchup, to be honest. He's gonna Delinquent. So we get rid of Lysandre, Ninetales, and Choice Band. We need the Octillery. We need the Ninetales. We don't really need the Ninetales, but we need Ninetales more than like Choice Band. And so he's just going to go with Magical Ribbon here. So we actually could have sought out a Alolan or a Tapu Lele since he delinquented away the Stadium. And maybe we should have done that, actually, so that we could go for an in this turn. We still could draw into an in. We'll go ahead and evolve this one and attach the Choice Band. We're going to Abyssal Hand. Get a DCE. We do get a Lele. Okay, we could Ultra Ball away 2 energies. We have to find a way to retreat the Vulpix, though. So we Ultra Ball away... Oh, was our other Lele in there? I'm pretty sure it was, right? If it wasn't, this would stink. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I don't actually know if this is correct. Oh, this is risky if it's not in there. I'm pretty sure it is, though, so we're just going to go for it. It was. Okay, I was pretty sure I had seen it. So we're going to go Lele for end this turn. We're going to Aqua Patch onto the bench. We'll put a DCE on the active so we can retreat. We're going to go Tapu Lele, search out an N, get rid of this huge hand my opponent has. And we're going to play the N. We do get a DCE, which is actually really solid. Another Aqua Patch, but no more Water Energies. So we're going to retreat. Get rid of this. And we are going to Ice Blade as opposed to Blizzard's Edge, because we don't want to discard the energies and be left with no energies. Yeah, we're going to Ice Blade. And if my opponent can't Team Flare Grunt plus Crushing Hammer or like Lysandre, something like that, we actually can Blizzard's Edge for the win. There's a Crushing Hammer. He does flip Tails, so we're getting really lucky on that. I'm going to give him a broken heart. I feel bad about that. Unfortunately, he does have a Lysandre. Gonna bring up the other Ninetales. We do have a DCE to retreat it, so we can just go DCE retreat and then Blizzard's Edge for the game. So we do pick up a game against Sylveon, getting that crucial in. It was really risky because I wasn't sure if the second Lele was in there, but it paid off. We just end him into a poor hand. He wasn't able to do anything. He didn't have a Max Potion, didn't have a Team Flare Grunt. Even if he had gotten a Team Flare Grunt, we had a replacement energy. Wow, okay, so that worked out for us, surprisingly. Alright, even if he had gotten the Crushing Hammer and gone for the Lysandre, we had the Aqua Patch anyway, so we just go DCE, retreat, and then we go into Ninetales-GX and use Blizzard's Edge for the game. Good game to my opponent there. Game number 1 getting a victory, so let's go ahead, grab another one. Like I said, guys, generally that probably isn't the best matchup, but we got a little lucky there. Flipped 3 for 3 on Tails. And we're playing against Zach Bivens, who's actually a player I know from my area. We'll give him a hello. Looks like he might be playing some sort of Ninetales deck as well. Giving me the heart. We'll give him a broken heart. Zach's a friend of mine. He plays locally around here. He used to play a lot more competitively. He just kind of plays for fun now. So we'll click done. He looks like he's playing Greninja. Is he playing a Tapu Lele, I guess? He's playing a Lily. I was wondering what the Psychic typing was. Okay, so good thing we are playing that Giratina promo. We'll see if that pays off in this matchup. We're going second, unfortunately. But I guess if we top deck a Float Stone, we can get into Brooklet Hill and then go get a Vulpix and then go from there. So we'll see if we can get that. So he does get a Froakie out to start things off. Yeah, I assume the Psychic type is just a Tapu Lele. Gonna get a Remoraid down. Okay, so he's playing Octillery. And generally, I don't think this is a great matchup, like I said, but luckily we do have the Giratina promo, which hopefully can swing things around for us. I think we're just gonna Kukui this turn. I don't really want to Sycamore away Choice Band. Well, I guess Choice Band doesn't matter, actually, at all. I don't really want to... I guess I just do Sycamore this hand. Yeah, Choice Band... Well, he does play Tapu Lele, though, I'm assuming. So maybe Choice Band could still be good. Ooh, just a pass. So I don't even know if I want to put the Brooklet Hill out, give him another Froakie. Rough Seas is definitely not great in this matchup either, since we won't be able to one-hit KO a Greninja Break without Kukui. So we need to leave some damage on the field. I don't think I play this Brooklet Hill, guys. I think I just Sycamore. I don't want to give him another out. It looks like his hand is pretty bad. We unfortunately don't get anything, really. We'll get down another Remoraid. We'll attach a Water Energy to the active because we can retreat it off later, and we'll just click done. We could have Ion Pooled for nothing. But yeah, just so we can retreat the Remoraid later. It looks like he did have a Frogadier. So maybe not playing the Brooklet Hill ended up not paying off for us. He didn't play any cards, though, so It is unfortunate. This hand would be pretty decent, actually, if we had gotten a Vulpix out, because we could evolve to Ninetales and Sycamore. And he does have all 3 of his Frogadiers in the deck. Mallow is not going to do us much of anything. I think we just Sycamore this hand away. Don't even get into a Ninetales, or a Vulpix, excuse me. So we just go Ultra Ball, get rid of Lysandre, and Water Energy. Go get a Vulpix. We do have the Giratina promo, which is good to know. Do we have Rescue Stretcher? We do, because we did have to get rid of a homie already. A Moonlight Slash does knock out Vulpix. We'll still retreat into it. This is a really bad start, guys. Really slow. He's gonna, if he has a Greninja, he's gonna just knock this out, and we're gonna be in a bad spot. I don't even want to attach this just for fear of him knocking it out, because then it's a waste of DC. We're already down 1, right? Oh no, we're down 3 waters, though. We're just going to beacon for 2 Vulpix. Ooh, I thought it only let us search water Pokemon, but it lets us search the any Pokemon. We prized both of our Float Stones. I didn't actually notice that, and that is not good. We could have used Octillery to draw more cards there, but then I guess we should have. Because like by not doing it, we're going to have to send up a Remoraid to just let it get knocked out, probably. Yeah, I guess we should have. He does have the Greninja. Yeah, we're going to lose this one. Our start was too slow. We didn't play that. We should have played the Brooklet Hill, guys. We should have played it just to get our own setup, not caring that it could have potentially bailed him out. Tough. Alright, so he's going to Ultra Ball away Lily. Tapu Lele, going to get another Greninja going. He's going to end. Get rid of both the Vulpix that we got into our hand, finally. Yeah, we're going to get dominated. Get a Ninetales that's going to do us no good. We're going to have all 3 Ninetales in the discard if we Sycamore. We might actually go Lysandre the Remoraid and hope he can't retreat it. Did he just go Dive Ball for Greninja? Okay, yeah. He only needs a Water Energy to retreat, though. Yeah, this, we just didn't get set up at all. Which is, you know, this deck is pretty slow. Prizing both Float Stones is a little unfortunate. Not that we got far enough in the game for it to really matter that much. We do get another Vulpix down, thankfully. That's something. I kind of think we Lysandre the Remoraid and force him to retreat it, let him KO this. And then hope we draw into the Giratina promo here. Or an Ultra Ball, I guess, would find it for us as well. Nope, Aqua Patch. Brooklet Hill will go ahead and do that now. Should have done it turn 1, I guess, but we'll see if we can turn things around now. I'm going to go ahead and play this. We are just 1 giant Water Shuriken away from getting a Vulpix knocked out. So it's really risky to just put Aqua Patch and to put it onto the Vulpix that already has an energy on it. So I'm kind of wanting to go to this one, but then we're still pretty far behind. We have to get into another Aqua Patch. But I guess this is better. Just pass. It's not looking hot, guys. It is not looking hot. Yeah, but we'll see what he can do. We knew he had the Water Energy to retreat. That's fine. We'll see if he has a... We'll see if he has a Break and a Water Energy. If he had like Break, Water Energy plus Lysandre to just totally destroy both of our Vulpix, we're going to concede this game because we can't win at that point. Here comes Greninja Break. We'll see if he even has it. If he does, that is just dirty. If he can retreat plus Lysandre Vulpix, Giant Water Shuriken can KO this one, and then Moonlight Slash KO this one. We would just, there's nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do at that point. Gonna get rid of an Ultra Ball and a Froakie. Probably gonna go for, oh, he's gonna go for another break. Okay, I was saying maybe he'll go for the Octillery to draw more cards, but it depends on what's in his hand, of course. He would have to retreat before evolving into Octillery, of course, because he's actually going to go for Lily, so maybe this one card is something he doesn't want to get rid of. So looks like at least one of our Vulpix will be safe this turn. If he does get another Water Energy, he will be able to Giant Water Shuriken KO one of our Vulpix, Moonlight Slash KO this dude, and put us in a world of hurt. We may try to end this turn. Oh, he just has to Moonlight Slash, so we actually get to save both of our Vulpix. That is kind of huge. So we promote Vulpix. I don't think we have anything else to get with Brooklet Hill. I think our other Vulpix was prized, wasn't it? Oh no, never mind, we did have one more. Okay, so we do go ahead and take that. Get him down. Should we try to end this turn? Or should we just go ahead and Sycamore? 3 cards, pretty decent odds. Well, I guess there's only 2 in. Not the highest odds. Let's go ahead and just Sycamore. And yeah, we would have found Lele, I think it looks like. But doesn't do a ton for us. We can Rescue Stretcher back the Ninetales, which is good. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, we should have put it back in our hand. For some reason, I totally thought there was 2 in there. Why did I think there was 2 in there? I guess it doesn't matter which of these we put back. Why did I think there was 2 in there? That's really unfortunate. We'll go ahead and get out another Ninetales. So we can Ice Blade Greninja. We need to get some damage on the board. He can do the double Giant Water Shuriken play next turn, so I think we Ice Blade the benched one to prevent that. Is Kukui in the discard? Yeah, so we can't Lele for Kukui. We're just gonna hit this one. On to my opponent's turn. Let's see what they can do. Not looking hot. Oh, maybe I probably should have played this. Sorry, I'm like blanking out today, guys. Maybe it's better to save it, to be honest. Maybe it's better to save it. So let's see what he does. Oh, we could have Ultra Balled for the... Okay. Sorry, guys. We should have Ultra Balled for the Giratina promo. That's really bad. KO's Vulpix. I can't believe I did that. We will be able to end him to a low hand size plus get out the promo. So that's something. He goes Fisherman here, gets back 2 waters. I've played pretty poorly this game. I don't know where my head is. Looks like he might just attack with the active, though. Not even going to go for the Giant Water Shuriken. Doesn't want to let us just get the KO. And Moonlight Slash. 110. So we can go get another Vulpix. Then we can go get the Giratina. And then we can end. So we Ultra Ball. Lele. And the Water Energy. Yes. Get the Giratina promo. He's probably going to be like, he plays that? We're going to attach with Aqua Patch. Attach to the... We could retreat and attach and damage him with this one. We're not taking a knockout, though. Which is actually even better. If we do this, we're kind of just hoping he doesn't have a Water Energy. We could also draw Rough Seas, but I don't even know if we would play it, and we only have one left in the deck. I don't even know that we would play Rough Seas because we don't want him to heal this. I think we attack with this clean one. Do we Abyssal Hand first? I think so. We probably won't get down low enough on the other side of this. We do get the Rough Seas, but I don't think we're going to play it. Playing it would probably be pretty bad. To let him heal this? Okay, so let's see. We attack for like 160 on the active. Then he heals this one. He still has damage on it, so we can maybe Lysandre it on the following turn. Right, if he retreats this one, we can still hit for 50 on the bench. And we get to heal the Ninetales. I think it's better to go ahead and try to heal our Ninetales if we can, even though he's going to be able to use it as well. But we'll end him to a low hand size, see if we can maybe get it to stick. We do get another Ninetales. This one just came into play this turn, though, so we can't evolve it yet. We could Ice Path, but... if we were going to do that, we should have done that before. If we Ice Path, he goes down to 50. That means he has 120, which means we do KO him with a Blizzard Edge. I think we retreat and Blizzard Edge with this one. And just discard the DCE. Yeah, we still have to take 6 prizes, though, and he only has to take 3. And he, like I said, does get to use the Rough Seas. And he could be playing Silent Lab. We have not seen any Stadium from him yet. He definitely could be playing Silent Lab. We still KO this on the bench with a Ice Blade. And we can also KO this if he brings this one active. He may just retreat to this one. We don't have a Lysandre in here, right? Oh, no, we have 2. Never mind. And we have 2 VS Seekers left, including this one. I think we would just Lysandre this one because we don't want the 20 damage to go to waste. And then we can maybe, in subsequent turns, Lysandre this one. It will, of course, heal to where an Ice Blade wouldn't kill it. Yeah, he is going to retreat into this one, which I think is his best play. Attach an energy. And Lysandre. He did get a Lysandre of his own. That's unfortunate. Surprising. So we have to definitely do this. We have to DCE retreat and then KO this one. So we have to do that to take a prize, but then this one, unfortunately, we'd have to 2-8 KO. But we do need to retreat this. And we'll take our prize while we can. Okay, all that work for 1 prize at this point in the game. We only have 6 cards left. No reason to play any supporter there. We can still KO this with a Kukui. So that's what I guess we should try to set up. How many Aqua Patches are we down? 3, so we have 1 left, theoretically. He's going to attach to the bench. Ooh, looks like we might just see him Lysandre. But we will be able to take out his Greninja Break, and we haven't seen a Splash Energy from him. So the fact that we have the Kukui and we're able to take out the Greninja Break is actually going to be huge. So he's forced to Lysandre the Giratina twice, which he probably didn't want to have to do. And now I'm glad we had played the Rough Seas because this Ninetales is going to be almost all the way healed up. I'm very surprised we haven't seen a Splash Energy from him yet. He is going to go ahead and return the energy, take the KO. We get to just bring up Ninetales, and with Kukui, one-hit KO this Greninja, which is really big. Definitely do this. Via Seeker. Professor Kukui. That's going to be big. Draw 2 cards. We get another Aqua Patch. Which I don't even know if we play, just due to the fact that we only have 3 cards left. And we'll go for a Blizzard Edge. Take the KO on Greninja. Discard the DCE. And we get a Float Stone off the prizes, which can let us Float Stone this guy, attach, and then Aqua Patch. Did that play off? He does get another Greninja, his last one. Very fortunate for us he didn't find his Splash Energies. He's got 2 Greninjas in the discard pile. I think we saw a Rescue Stretcher in his mulligan, so he could get one back. And I think we need to end here on this turn. He's going to attach an energy. And he's going to end himself, okay? We get Float Stone, we get Water Energy, so that's at least something. We can Lele for a supporter. I could have attached the Choice Band before, just in case he end us, because it's obviously not a great card. Ooh, he does get his Octillery, so that's pretty key for him. Game is not over, but we are making it close. If a DCE top deck here would be absolutely huge. We do only have 1 left in the deck. We have seen it. We know it's there. Let's see what he puts back with Super Rod. Him not getting the Splash Energies is really big. You know, I mean, we haven't seen him yet, so there's a chance he maybe doesn't play it. I would be very surprised by that, though. This is coming down to it. This is a long game, guys. This is a long game. So I guess he's just going to put back Froakie. Water Energies, I guess. Froakie, Water Energy, or maybe like 2 breaks. Maybe just 1 break, I don't know. Worst case scenario, we do have a knockout at least. He's going to put back 2 breaks and a Frogadier. So I guess he knows he has another Froakie that he can water duplicates again? Or just to evolve again? Field Blower. Gets rid of Rough Seas. Not going to matter for him at this point. And he does Moonlight Slash. So not being able to heal is a little unfortunate as well. We have Aqua Patch DCE left at least. I know those 2. We've seen them both. So let's try to... This is close, guys. We can attach and just knock it out. We can attach these things to just thin out our hand, which I guess we should do. Let's attach... How many... Okay, how many VS Seekers has he used? 2. Sorry, game. We'll attach this just to thin out another card. We could bench the Remoraid to thin out another card. I think we should just try to get the... He has to get Water Energy plus Break plus... He has to get 2 Water Energies plus Break to KO this. I think we should try to get an Aqua Patch onto this turn, if we can. Maybe we shouldn't have put the Float Stone here. Maybe we shouldn't have put the Float Stone here. 6 cards, we're going to draw 3 right now. 50-50 to draw Aqua Patch. We did get it. So, and then how many VS Seekers do we have left? 2. We might deck out Should we end now, get the water energy we know he has out of his hand? We know, I mean, he can just Octillery, but how many has he used? See, there's none in the discard. Okay. So maybe we save the end still. Just take the KO. I think we're going to run out of energies and end up just decking out before we can win the game. Does have the water energy. We knew he had that much. He can only Abyssal Hand for one. Oh, two. Lele. Oh, he has another Lele. He plays two Leles. Okay. That's very, very odd. We don't normally see Lele in Greninja decks. Or any, like, two Prizers in Greninja decks. Wally. To get the break? Does he have a water energy? Choice Band wouldn't do it. So does he Wally into break and have the water energy in his hand? Plus Abyssal Hand? That's pretty bad. Yep, he had the water energy. Okay. Then he can Abyssal Hand. And we can't one-hit KO this. And that was the game. He had it. Alright, well that was a 23-minute game. Wow. So, like I had said at the beginning, guys, I do think Greninja is a harder matchup for this deck, so it is what it is. I do like Ninetales a lot. Let me know what you guys think of it. I may try a different version of the deck later on down the road, a more turbo style with Shamans and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll try it out in the future. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Decklist is in the description. Check it out for sure. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.